잘 사는 괴수가 관점. 노래방 기계로 놀아야기. 비중 된 테이프를 찾으면 음박수를 재생해서 가사를 함께하자. 신분증 체크. 해석이 범죄 신고 전화 간 사람 누구인가? 신문 매달린 남자를 신고했다. 권총 주자. 주권자 요즘 고위직 지역 주민인 바텐더 전담포에 모든 정보 수집하기. 녹색 유인원펜. 기념 배지. 내면 세계. 직감과 예방.
This post-Lavantorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front.
둘 다 내 스타일은 아닌데 발로 찬다.
There is a hollow, saddened ring as you kick the Lavantorie mail collection box. It sounds betrayed, in disbelief even.
천상기 영상요. 그거 감사합니다. 그거 너무 대충 했던 것 같은데, 천상기, 그게 괜찮았나요? 저는 하다가 이게 맞나 싶어가지고 그만뒀었는데. 근데 천상기보다 저는 혁신을 더 좋아해가지고 가끔 혁신만 하거든요. 시간 남을 때. 라방 틸에 우체통을 발로 찾아 공하고 조금 포장하다. 배신감이 담겨 있다.
Your toe has suffered damage. It hurts.
Cool. You really showed that mail collection box.
방금 좀 어땠어?
I don't. Let's go.
He must see the box as the weaker of the two, and you as a bully. Something he doesn't stand for.
뭔가 일어난다는 건가?
The mail collection box has no faith in your psychopath.
총에 관한 정보를 줄 것 같은데. 먼저 병행해 보는데 정보에 따라 병도 다를 수 있다. 표지 장미와 권총 대화. 5,000년 근육질 남자가 화원을 둘러싸인 채 독서했다. 천상기가 영상이 많이 없어가지고 저걸 그렇군요. 그게 좀 오래 돼가지고 확실히 없죠. 막상 하면 또 재밌는데. 근데 천상기 그러니까 기억으로는 좀 어려웠던 것 같은데 클릭하는 것도 그게 기억. 단숨에 그 성을 한 번에 여러 개를 함락하니까 그게 조금 어렵다니까. 그 동료들 케이프사이드 아파트 마티네즈 포즈가 가시다고 잘못된 일본들은 할 수 있었죠. 다음에 천상기를 한 번 더 해봐야 되겠어요. 그것도 하다가 바빠가지고 놨었는데 한번 통일은 해봐야죠. 그것도 새로 끼리끼리거리는데 벽에 타는 이름은 근데 천상기를 다시 해가지고 녹화를 해서 편집을 해서 올릴 수 있을까? 심하게 망가진 공정은 작동하지 않는다. 네. 새해 복 많이 받으세요. 여러분, 프랑크 캐슬. 근데 제가 플레이하고 재미지게 편집을 잘 못하겠어가지고 노력을 해볼게요. 없지? 너무 그러지 마세요. 그렇게 과하게 비행기 태우지 마세요. 저도 제 편집이라든지 그 플레이에
Have you no shame? Whining about your back
그런
every time you
뭐랄까
bring out the measuring
실력을
tape.
잘 알기 때문에 혁신도 그 전에 설명 누구지? 그 신장의 야망 유튜브에 검색하시면 그 전국 시대 관련해서 굉장히 설명 잘 해주시던 유튜브가 있었던 것 같은데 계속 그런 거를 염두에 두니까 설명도 애매하고 플레이도 애매하고 그냥 제가 재밌는 걸로만 대충 해가지고 했는데.
René, you're a man with a fork in the world of soup.
신장의 야망을
Please,
오래
let's just
하셨나요?
try to enjoy the game, all right?
다른 노인을 거다.
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that. We're both old. Now stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
These manly men are playing
물리적
balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions. Shoot first. Ask questions never.
공을 치고 무슨 게임인지 물어봐야 하는 거 아닌가? 무슨 게임이지?
No, you got this. There's the ball. You're the game.
72%. 공을 잡아서 그들에게 본때를 보여준다. 관찰하는 편이겠다. 해본 적이 없으신데 신장의 야망은
You are
이상만.
immediately surprised by the ball's lack of weight. No matter. You'll make it work.
도트. 그쵸. 좀 괜찮죠. 그 특유의 그 느낌이 있죠. 천상기.
God, this is right. You feel the familiar tremble of excitement and adrenaline that precedes every victory.
역사 설명
Time has
아니어도 뭐
frozen.
전황. 뭐 저의 지금 플레이하는 그 방향이랑 생각 그런 거 정도는 담을 수 있는데 항상 시간이 문제. 그쵸. 이 게임도 시작해놓고 요즘에 바빠가지고 연말이랑 새해 초가 돼가지고 이것저것 하다 보니까 게임을 킬 시간이 그걸 느낀다.
The cold metal ball is surprisingly smooth against your neck. It has a pattern on it, probably a sponsored ball. Yours would only be covered with bumps of learning and scars of victory. Already your muscles are adjusting to the weight, the nervous system calibrating, until you and the ball have merged into a single entity. The man ball is red. A chilly breeze ruffles your hair as you stand there, feet firmly planted. All sounds, smells, even the wind, everything fades until the only thing left is the union of man and ball.
누구지? 공을 넣어준다.
An embodiment of pure motion, a fine-tuned locomotor running at maximum efficiency. Behold the fear and confusion reflecting in the eyes of the two feeble geezers. They are in awe of your superiority. You are a god to them.
넌 저들에게 신적인 존재야.
Some would still say you're a
누군가는
god,
여전히
but I
널 보고
guess we're beyond that
경찰을
now.
우린 이제 그 이상이 된 것만 같다. 경찰 정신. 관성은 총구를 떠난 총알만큼만 옥누를 수 있을 뿐이다. 공 놓아준다. 총알 그 자체가 된다. 지금 어떻게 흘러가고 있는 거야 이거?
Merde! Bordel de merde!
플레이 영상이 엄청 길게요. 한번 노력해 보겠습니다. 일단 혁신도 막상 하면은 엄청 오래 걸리던데. 쉬운 그런 도쿠가와 세력이 아니면은 그래도 한 열 몇 시간씩은 차 통해 볼 때 잡으니까 거의
What the hell is your problem?
천상기. 근데 알아두셔야 될 게 저도 천상기를 그 영상을 올렸던 그게 제 처음이거든요. 그래서 어떻게 돌아가는지도 모르고 일단 했던 거를 그냥 편집해서 올렸던 건데 제가 천통을 할 수 있을까요? 그게 그때 뭐 조금 그러니까 혁신을 제가 처음에 이제 신장의 야망을 했었어 가지고 그걸 베이스로 성을 한 차례 먹어가면은 되겠구나 싶었는데 이게 성을 먹다가 한 번에 그냥 이 지역에 있는 성들 한 4-5개를 그때 누구였지? 여튼 한 번에 휩쓸려 버리니까 그냥 맥이 탁 풀려 버리더라고요. 그래서 이거 보통 게임이 아니구나. 천통 못할 것 같은데 약간 그런 생각이 스며듦과 동시에 그때 이제 막 바빠져 가지고 그냥 이제 놔버리게 됐었는데 천통을 하긴 해야죠. 한번 해보긴 해야죠. 맞죠? 시작을 해봤으니까 뭐가 문제인가? 전 육상의 신입니다. 제 몸에 무슨 문제가 있겠습니까?
I don't care if you are a cop. You do not just ruin someone's game. It's so goddamn disrespectful.
아, 게임 멈췄다고. 패배를 인정할 줄 아셔야죠.
You vandalized our game, son. We can't play petanque with 5 bull.
배탕크 게임. 배탕크. 아, 전 투펀인 줄
Well, it
알았어요.
damn well isn't. It's petanque. You ruined a petanque game. We want our bull back.
무슨 모른다. 배탕크 게임.
Take it easy, René. This is just a misunderstanding, isn't it, officer? No harm done.
Of course there's harm done, you orange slug. You owe us a goddamn bull.
부를 보상해야 한다. 부를 보상해야 한다. 좋습니다.
Good. Mistakes are
잃어버린
forgiven.
불 대체.
Men at least try to right their wrongs. I believe you will try. Now, why did you approach us?
Just talk. It'll smooth things over.
노인들은 관심
Old
받는
people
게
like attention.
관심 받는 걸 좋아한다. 큰 구덩이 안에서 놀이를 하고 계신군요.
Yes. The terrain here provides an interesting variety to a familiar game.
여기저기에서 보이는 탄원들과 관련이 있는 겁니까? 무엇이 파는 건지 아십니까?
Yes. It was left by heavy artillery fire.
중포 피격을 만들지. 아, 포화로 있네.
Why what?
왜 중포가 사는
Because that's what happens when communards hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. You use heavy ordnance to clean up your home.
코멘주의자.
Commies, communists, socialists, anarchists, call them what you like.
공산주의자.
They just
사회주의자.
chose a name to feel special. Senseless sentimentality. Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees. We fought valiantly. Too valiantly. So valiantly we got licked. Should have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda and mad anarchist women strapped to shrapnel bombs. We didn't though, and we lacked caliber. God bless him, but the suzerain's cannons simply weren't big enough.
왜 그들이 마르티네즈를 포기한 거죠?
Because this place is a damn beachhead. Had to soften the commies up first.
상륙 거점이었다.
Yes, the military coordinated amphibious landing to take back Revachol.
레바쇼를 되찾기 위해 군대가 계획한 수비형 상륙작전.
He finds your lack of historic knowledge troubling, a sign of mental deterioration in the preceding generations.
세대에 걸친 정신적 퇴보의 증거.
Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in 08. The other 2 are off in Stella Maris and the Delta.
북동쪽으로 시선을 돌린다.
This here is Blood Ground, where coalition boots first made landfall and cleaned those rabid dogs out. Most likely, we're playing petanque on their mangled corpses.
Blood ground. You got old René going there. Like he isn't hungry enough already.
처참하게 폭격을 맞은 겁니까? 연합.
Don't get me wrong, officer. I hate those foreign dogs, but The enemy of my enemy and all that. They're the lesser evil.
모든 상황을 잘 설명하는군요.
Damn right, son. They laid the fire of hell on the city before they stormed it. And it worked, too.
He approves of this radical approach,
그러고 있어.
knows it was necessary.
The rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinez they keep as a monument. And now the Union Socialists are practically running the place.
Well, it's your own damn fault. You, we, the coalition,
아,
Revachol,
네네.
whoever
이제
you want to
한번
blame,
올려보겠습니다.
never finished the job.
제 가능한
Officially,
시간을
the
만들어서
party never surrendered. Of course, they still
혁신,
hold
예,
influence.
선생이, 예, 둘 중에 하나로. 아 근데 그 신색을 한번 해봐야 되는데
You don't even begin to truly understand the players on the table, let alone the specific circumstances surrounding the...
그게 16년
What do you think?
15만 원. 아후. 왜 스팀에서 안 파는지 몰라. 그저 돈이 어떻게 돌아가는지. 공건한 사회주의자들이 길 닦거든.
I'm sorry it had to be them. After 8 years of fighting those hyenas, boiling cats for food and drinking piss in the mountains, I would have preferred if the Right Honorable King Guillaume returned through Revachol, or even if that damn clan Frissel had risen from the grave and led us. Sadly, that was not the case.
This royal failure weighs heavily on him.
마음이 짐이 되고 있어요.
Instead, all that is just, holy, and beautiful in the world was wiped away, and now it's neon signs with toothpaste ads everywhere.
공건 삶.
Foreign influence peddling garbage and stupid music on the radio. This is just what the commies wanted. This was their plan all along.
프리셀 기억.
This is what they wanted to replace the role of the suzerain with.
프리셀.
Damn Frissel. He was the king we couldn't protect. The Carabineers failed him, and the crown.
처형당한 사람. 왕 앞에.
He died in the hands of the a true king in both blood and mind. Led Revachol before Frissel. He would have been better, but the damn commies drove him into exile.
오케이.
The suzerain is the king! Has everyone forgotten already?
Soon, they will forget everything. Him too. Then he chooses anger.
It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's balls when it happened. When we took our last stand against the filth and rode the cavalry straight into gunfire.
불을 받아야 되지. 목마두른 소용돌이 뒷마당에 매달린 남자.
Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement. But this affair has passed me by completely. In Martinez, the union is the law. So can you really blame them?
불만이 있으신가요?
Cop is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets. If I knew, I would not be afraid to tell you. I simply don't. I'm an old man, not a coward. The daily business of the riffraff no longer concerns me.
This is a man with a lot of past, but little present, and almost no
과거는
future.
넘치고 현재는 적다. 미래는 없다. 고맙군요. 잃어버린 불 대체하기. 아주 금속 구체라도 괜찮다. 쇠지렛대. 길거리에 공병을 모으십시오. 홀차에서 나온 물건들이 주변을 막아가는 거죠. 그 새시렛대로
Welcome to Rivachol.
저기서 왜 내 파트너에게 그런 식으로 말하는 거지?
Don't you welcome to Rivachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago. Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you.
한번 제대로
It's men like you who keep Rivachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
상태에서 림보 상태?
Oh, come on, man. I just said welcome to Rivachol. It's a lorry driver.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and behave. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCM. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
Silence. The air between them becomes tense. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
지원이 필요하다. 킴!
You two make a cute couple. You know that?
The lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness.
Whatever you say, officers.
자네가 운송하는 건?
Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait on your ass situation.
챙기려던 화물.
Apples?
사과.
Yeah, apples.
He's given you the runaround. Let's be honest. You were bested.
실패했다.
It's about biological determinism, natural law, the sorting of the races. Not the most popular topic nowadays, with the coalition in charge and all. You might want to change the topic.
Change the topic.
주제를 바꿔라.
The way he says it makes it almost sound like a threat.
완전 위협처럼 들리고. (1번) 아니 (3번)
I'm not the only one. Look, I've read books. The science of racial theory has all been proved, even if some people don't want to accept it. People who've studied these things say that you and me are superior by design. So, naturally, we Occidentals should be in charge. Obviously, you can see the merits in that.
우월 또 다른 생각은
So, lately we Occidentals have experienced an unfortunate downturn when members of the superior race cease to believe in their innate superiority. They stop competing for resources.
뭐가
The
문제지?
problem? The damn kips are showing a real good game lately. Same with the mosquitoes. And the other introduced species too. They're on the precipice of cultural victory.
문화 승리라는 게
It's what the kips of Boogie Street are going for, right under our noses. And the others too, on the radio. Heard any chansons lately? Heard any motetos or leader? No. Dominating culture is how they plan to win. They say so themselves. It's true. Also, you need to realize the dangers of mixing races. Who knows what might happen if people don't stay in their birthplace? You might end up with a new sub-race, with unknown characteristics, leading to extra competition. That's why you've got to control the offspring.
나는 못 받아들이겠는데.
Don't push your luck, runt.
질색하며 쳐다보고 무시한다. 점스 앞대를 적었지.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
프레이트 정원.
What's that magazine she's reading?
개념화. 무슨 잡지를 읽고 있는 걸까? 그럼 그렇게 물어봐요.
You mean this?
키스하는 화려한 표지.
This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
팝스타.
Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34.
평정.
This speaks to you.
패션 경찰이라는 코너. 그러면 패션 경찰 코너는 뭐야?
It's where they rate different outfits famous people wear. It's kind of funny. They're kind of mean. It's about who's the most stylish.
모자. 그래서 누구 스타일이 제일 좋대?
Benita. She's a model. Usually it's a model.
싱어송라이터
Or a
모델.
singer-songwriter.
We are not the fashion police. We're the real police.
이 가게는
I don't know. Frit?
프리트.
A 7 to 11 grocery store.
아, 식료품 가게.
I think they think that the extra tea makes it funkier. It doesn't.
물어볼 게 있다.
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but
시체에 대해
I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so
죽은 남자? 시체가 거기에 얼마나 있어? 어떻게 된 일이라고 생각해?
I don't know.
No need to worry. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around. If you hear anything, let us know, okay?
Okay.
죽은
Not
남자는?
really.
아,
No. I didn't know him at all.
시체가 거기에 얼마나 있었어?
I don't know really long.
아, I don't know.
Uh-huh. Reality? You mean what reality? Economic reality or
물리적 현실.
I don't know. What about it?
국가연합.
Our government? Or do you mean something else? Sorry, I really need to finish this article.
뭔가 있나 봐. 혁명이란 거야.
When ordinary people take over the government and demand democracy.
네바쇼 혁명.
Yeah, it happened like 50 years ago or so. Sorry, I'm not very good at this. At history, I mean.
오케이.
Cool.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
잡화점을 찾아야 돼.
Bastards! We have a right to work! Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here. You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
내가 왜?
We're here to fight for a cause.
제 명분을 위해
Stripes
싸우고
usually
왔다.
have problems with people who have causes. Good. We're fighting for a cause here. Right to work! Right! Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence.
데이터.
Rights of people, rights of workers, to have gainful employment, to make a salary, and feed their families. Maybe you should ask them the questions, like, why would we have families to feed, you piece of shit?
So do we, Scott.
마냥.
Have fun. Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. I'm trying to meet their fat boss.
호스텔 살인사.
I know nothing about a murder.
The mention of a killing sends a barely noticeable shiver of tenseness through him.
아주 미세하게 긴장을 했다. 부사대 대장.
Wouldn't put it past these harbor bugs. They'd do anything to stay alive. Right to work! It's shameful. Cops doing nothing. You should bring backup. Open up the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime.
We are not picking a side in this just yet, sir.
오케이.
Pity.
Let us work!
The small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there is a warm smile on. It's the warmth of a winter night's fire. Maybe she could give you comfort and shelter. Some cigarettes
그녀가
and food
위안감을
money.
시고 제거.
Maybe she's your...
좀 무례한 것 같고. 실례합니다.
No response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her.
Wait. She's just a distracted old woman.
정신 나간
Better to
나보다.
leave her alone.
왜?
Why? I just told you why.
탱크 타.
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled. A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads,
방탕
I
필리프
am Philip
삼세.
III, the Squanderer, the greatest of the Philippian kings of Revachol, son of Philip II, the opulent, father of Philip IV, the insane. Not a good track record of mental health in that family.
백과사전 42%.
A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, I am Philip III, the Squanderer. Not a good track record of mental health in that family. Even by the standards of the Philippian kings, old sumptuous Philip was known for his profligacy.
사치스러운 사람들.
Well, he blew through the whole national treasury, starting the decline of one of the penultimate century's greatest superpowers, the suzerain of Revachol. His own maladministration foreshadowed the fall of the monarchy. During the anti-centennial revolution, an end to his family line and the monarchy on the Insulindian Isola.
북고를 통째로 날려먹을 수가 있는.
Stories have it that he had his bedroom converted into a treasure chamber, where he stored unfathomable wealth. Krugerrands, bars of gold, ornate weaponry, armor, and various chalices. He called it the Sol Auron. It was obscene. There were whispers he slept on a huge pile of gold-dipped feathers, like some obese dragon, instead of a bed, like a normal person. But wait, you haven't even heard about his
Cocaine
fabled
중독
cocaine
이야기.
addiction. You see, old Philippe wasn't just good at squandering the national treasury on gold and ceremonial weaponry, he was also a prodigious snorter of nose candy. Not just any nose candy, though. We're talking Royal Philippian Blow, allegedly twice as potent as the stuff you find nowadays, and purple. Philippian cocaine was purple.
고설탕이 코카인 그런 거겠지.
Cocaine. That's what the revolutionaries said 150 years later, right before they emptied out the royal mausoleum and dumped His Majesty's mortal remains in the Insulindian Bay. Beneath the cold waters of the Insulindian Bay, thrown there by the revolutionaries after they cleaned out the royal mausoleum, a group of marble pleurons
소름.
still surround the king's vandalized tomb. A deathly cold wind sweeps up candy wrappers and old newspapers. The original was blown apart by communards, then further damaged during the landing of the coalition's airships during the turn-of-the-century revolution, when Martinaise was leveled. Some years ago, a group of liberal, artistically inclined individuals, designers mostly, thought it would be ironic to restore the statue of the most wasteful ruler of Revachol in the poorest part of the city. The statue is supposed to capture the moment it was blown apart, like an instant frozen in time, a rare butterfly trapped in amber, floating on a sea of shit.
예술은 이해할 수 없다.
Neither do people in Martinaise. The statue has proved to be controversial in a neighborhood mostly populated by the left-leaning working class. Philip III, the squanderer, however, with his bronze face up in the air, doesn't seem concerned about what the hoi polloi think of him in death. A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal, not a good track record of mental health in that.
화점이 어디에 있었지?
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy Grad-made machine is well kept for such an old machine. The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, stickers. In the back end of the cabin has a small perch to sleep, large ashtrays. There are several suns and wheels sewn into the curtains.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town. This is our guy. Likely, yes. This guy's proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his machine.
He was acting tough before. This probably scared him a bit. Who knows when it will come in handy? A slightly scared, racist lorryman. The driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia. Proclamations about honor, strength, and purity are glued to various panels.
Scab? I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, "Let us cop for less money." Speaking of, what brings the RCM here, to the wild north? Come to see the strife?
살인 사건 조사.
My friend, I respect the right to roam. The open range awaits. I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. The passage grants itself. I walk right past Measurehead and go in. Yeah, the 2.5-meter tall Semini supremacist there. Walk right past him. Then press the button to unlock the door. Then go past him again. And you enter the arbor through the office. Está. Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example, you could best measure head in a physical confrontation, or you could convert to a Semini supremacist worldview. Or, maybe it actually is completely impossible. Jean-Luc himself would say the philosophy has proven overly heroic for the scabs to convert to. Not enough intuition. Not yet, no. He's incredibly strong.
Nothing a couple of solid hooks from Dexter and Sinister won't fix.
정신 차릴 인간이 없다.
Sure. Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder.
누구 짓인지 알 수 없어.
Of course, Policia. It wasn't me. You can rule me out. Easier that way.
Should we? He's nice. I don't like nice.
착한 게 마음에 안 들어.
Sure thing, my friend. I can help you out.
제시도 할 수 없다. 되겠지.
The coin narrowly slips by your outstretched fingers and falls to the ground.
Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to throw it like that. It's a thing we harbor folk do, passing around cargo and such. Was not meant as provocation or ridicule.
The boyadero stares at you with
Ah.
respect,
줄 수 있어.
then gestures towards the trickles of blood adorning your clothes.
뭘 봤는데.
Right, always glad to help out the RC.
일레알.
We're on the same branch, you and I. Humans, I mean, not slithering scabs. You know,
you.
serious business. I'm sure the big boss will be glad to tell you.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike. Return once you've met the union boss and are on a better footing with the organization.
모조 위인전. 유언자.
Body betrays your degeneracy.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
Don't say anything. Size him up first.
지금 있어.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology?
떡대가 크긴 크다.
It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm, Am Sandwich. You are not in danger because you are not a threat to me. You have succumbed to Al-Ghul.
알고.
You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al-Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
알고.
Yes, Al-Ghul. Al-Ghul is an ancient Ilmaran poison, a parasitic fungus that has colonized your race. It is a trick the desert pygmies played on you for humiliating them and stripping them of their land. Correct, my small skull servant.
It's not good.
It's like a rat crawled into your stomach, got drunk and drowned.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
Show him the ham still got it.
햄도 쓸모가 있다는 걸 보여줘. 쓸모가 있다는 걸 보여줘.
Willingly calling yourself a ham sandwich, how far the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race. You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Khoikos. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture. You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor.
It is my task to keep the degenerate drunks from entering the harbor. Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war. Bring your troops to the Seminine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum for you. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al-Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
This is your chance. He's talking. Rip into him with a punch and catch him off guard.
추억을 날려라. 이길 수 있을까? 근데 상대가 안 돼 보이는데.
No, don't rip into anyone. You're sensitive.
그치야.
Remember? Communicate.
그치. 낫지. 지연이 반대야. 쫄리라잖아. 그 신들의 의미 받아들인다. 받아들인다.
Go ahead. Don't be shy. Just ask for race secrets.
42%면 50%에 근접하는데 이렇게 어렵나? 좀 비밀.
Inane popular culture lingo. It is intellectually uninteresting to suck anything to an infant such as you. Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that.
There must be some friction there. He's keeping it well hidden, however.
어딘가 불화가 있었을 거다.
Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront polycultural capital, something your race, naivistic communists, never did. Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic.
일단 이해한 척을 하고 들어가는 게 맞는 선택인지. 이렇게 말하면 한 대 맞을 거잖아. 안 될 것 같고. 이거는 지금이랑 별반 차이 없을 것 같고. 선주의자가 일단 동조를 해주는 게 풀어나가기가 쉬울 것 같아.
Idiotic communism is the single greatest contributor to your race descent. Everywhere around you, the fruits of its failure to challenge the world order. Individualism, rock and roll music, sexually transmitted diseases.
주인의 인정해도 돼요. 어수룩한 공산주의자들과 다르다.
Above all, rampant multinational finance still reigning large. Tell me, where have you gotten your love of pathetic communism from? Degenerate youth culture? Rock and roll music?
디스코.
Offshoots of the Seminoles people invented disco while having sex under the influence of cocaine. It is a shame upon my race. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminoles race.
Measurehead stoically looks to the distance in silence.
아이 참. 킴.
I think this racist is better than the last, but the next racist will be the really good one.
다음 인종주의자.
There always is.
Race is reality. Racists are generally not very good examples of their race. I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and features.
실해?
You exhibit forward projection of the jaw, indicative of schizophrenia and sexual inaccountability. From a purely aesthetic standpoint, the dimple in your jaw makes you look like a baby. This is not craniometry, just an observation. It is impossible
충분히
to
있었으니까.
see any more of your bone
저거
structure.
그냥 누르면 되잖아.
It is covered in the ravages of Al-Hul. From what this leads me to conclude you are not a police officer.
일반적.
You are a common criminal, an offspring of murderers and sailors from Suklakle and Vesper, and possibly even the degenerate sheep herders of Ubi. Your racial heritage is uninteresting. It is the same as all Rivasholians. Your parents and their parents made the decision to reproduce while under the influence of Al-Hul. That
He's right there. It's almost impossible to get it on unless you're both drunk. It's too scary when people are sober.
할 수가 없다.
As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint.
어디서?
From a distant sunset, a stage light, flash photography, nowhere in particular. It's just what superstar law officers do. They squint at lights and they solve shit. Yeah, you have. You're a big dick cop, Dick Mullen, Salam Rocky Baye, badass on the edge disco cop. Time to recede into a ludicrous fantasy world. Here we go. Camera, lights.
액션.
With a sudden flash, the
생각할
world
때
freezes around you, and you
세상에
along with it. In an iconic monochrome solution, a black silhouette against a rasterized
진짜.
orange world.
Yes?
어떻게 해야? 마그네슘.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open. Are you interested in a new and exciting book?
흥미로운 책.
It's a bookstore, sir. We sell books, postcards, and some board games. It's called Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold your horses, little girl.
책이 뭐지? 아, 묻는 건 이상하죠.
You're fooling nobody.
아무도 속일 수 없다.
Sir, are you okay? You've been standing here silently for a while now. Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books.
이름
My name is Annette, sir.
아네트.
My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside minding the register or organising the stock. Feel free to step in and browse our wares.
왜 밖에 있어?
I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people.
범죄, 로맨스, 위인전을 놓치고 말겠죠. 왜 그걸 계속 말하지? 범죄, 로맨스, 위인전.
A sudden gush of wind turns the pages of the books on the counters. She covers her face,
아이는
Smiling.
춥지만 미소를 숨기고 있다.
but she's cold.
Kind of you to offer, sir.
What could you do to help her anyway?
이 아이를 돕기 위해 할 수 있는 건 칭찬해 주는 거.
Thank you, sir. I'm happy to help Mum out with the store.
범죄.
Crime fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that, and the work of a policeman or a private detective who's trying to solve a crime and catch the criminals.
살인이면 사람들이 끔뻑 죽지.
And it's kind of like a puzzle too. You can guess who the criminal is or how the good guys are going to catch him. You don't look much like a policeman.
경찰 같지 않다.
Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen.
아까 그 떡대 얘기하다가 얘는 얘기하니까 뭔가 사람이 술술 풀리는 느낌. 추운 여자시 죄는 넘치는 없다. 약간 생각이 좀 까딱지고 말렌처럼 보이죠.
What's that mean?
내키는 대로 살고 화도 내고.
And everything's better now, sir?
아직까지.
Why is that?
사람은 자기 자신의 모습에 절대로 만족할 수 없어.
Oh, okay. I shouldn't have said that thing about Dick Mullen.
어찌됐건 머리다.
Head? Yes.
No, it's your soul. Your blue soul.
경찰 근무에 있어서 중요한 건 머리도 아니고 영혼?
No, your resilience.
회복력. 고통을 이겨내야만 한다. 혼.
I'm not sure I understand.
내면화된 준법 의식 같은 거.
If you say so, sir. He's just a fictional character. He's no match for your soul. Maybe you can show me some real police work, sir. Like in the books.
42%. 뭔가를 추리해 볼게.
The girl keeps her hands folded, hidden. Why is that?
계속 손을 쥐고 있는 건
What do you mean, sir?
She knows where this is
이
going.
상황이 어떻게 흘러갈지 알고 있네. 난 도와주러 온 거야.
She looks around anxiously. Her hands remain folded in front of her. The lieutenant stands by, looking at the two of you with little interest, a facade of true professionalism. He is far more intrigued by the situation than his poise reveals.
괜찮아.
She brings out her reddened hands,
손톱이 거의
her nails
살점이
frayed,
보일 만큼 물어뜯는다.
nearly chewed down to the flesh.
손톱은 물어뜯는구나.
And you knew this from me keeping my hands folded?
다른 힌트도 있었지.
Well, that proves nothing. Anyone could do an easy deduction like that.
She actually is impressed. This is more like a defensive reflex.
이유를 알 수 있다.
She nods, half provocative, half enthusiastic.
어머니, 이 새끼들이 너희 손끝을 갉아먹고 있었군. 아무런 업무 조건의 아동 노동이라.
What rats? I just read books. Haven't seen a rat in this building in forever. Maybe they're just afraid of books. It was okay, sir.
There's more that can be achieved here. Ask her to do the same.
나에 대해 추리를 해봐.
You're quite sober.
술 있게 했다.
The lieutenant does not flinch at the comment. He does not flinch even a single bit. He is intensely not flinching. It
어떻게
takes effort.
알았지?
Because you usually aren't.
보통 그렇지 않으셨으니까요.
I sure hope you are, sir.
There she stands, swaying on her feet, assaulted by the
이
early
모든
spring
상황이
breeze.
익숙한
She smiles
상황이다.
at you. The whole situation suddenly feels familiar somehow.
잊어버린 게 뭐지? 왜 익숙하게 느껴지지?
You have absolutely no idea. Familiar? How? You must have forgotten something you heard again. The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover. Nearly all the titles contain the word Hyamdal somewhere. Rows and rows of Hyamdala men blur your vision. You make out some titles. Man from Hyamdal and the Mammoth Riders. Man from Hyamdal, Return to Hyamdal. And maybe 100. Man from Hyamdal and the sages at the end of the world. Man from Hyamdal. Those snow crabs are worse than they sound.
얼음 꽃게.
Not even close. Man from Hyamdal in hell. Man from Hyamdal and the forest of
내 흥미를
slaves.
끄는 책.
Man from a twinge at the back of your head makes you flinch. Your eye starts twitching.
통이 몰려와. 절로 움직이.
Your hand reaches toward a book with glossy cover art of the very muscular man from Hyamdal in chains, kneeling in front of a staircase leading to a throne. A woman sits on the throne, leering at the man. She's laughing at him, belittling him. Between the throne and the Hyamdala man lies a bonfire, casting shadows on the wall. The shadow of the woman's headdress looks like a pair of devil horns. The title reads, Man from Hyamdal and the Devil Woman.
모든 여자가 다 악마 아닌가?
Especially those leering types who seem to wear nothing but an armored bikini. There's also some sort of a snake lizard beast slithering around her abdomen, chest, shoulder region. The display rack before you is burdened under piles of Man from Hyamdal novels.
구레알.
Oh, Man from Hjelmdal. A very popular series of adventure novels. They're awfully immoral and violent books.
왜 유명한 거죠?
Blood and violence, scantily clad women,
피폭력
epic
헐벗은
narratives,
여자,
all those
인종적
mystical
이야기,
things he encounters.
신화.
They're bound to grab those with little imagination and nothing to do.
뭐부터 읽으면 좋을까?
What does it matter? They're all the same. However, the customer is always right, they say. If you're a novice of the series, I'd recommend Hjelmdalaman, the Man from Hjelmdal. It's supposed to be a good introduction to the series.
일단 돈이 없어. 아쉽지만.
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by Wirral-related merchandise.
위를.
An endless variety of source books, lore books, and codices litter the table. The topmost book is titled Welkin Compendium, 2nd edition. There's also a large hardbound tome with intricate cover art, The Hunters of Katawak, Boreal Creature Compendium, and a Pick Your Path adventure game book titled Tales of Wirral, Cavern of Velkrag. There's a box that says Wirral, 3rd edition Mega Setting Supplements module. The side panel notes, a fantastic adventure board game, new maps and miniatures. Nonsense for anemic Beano-clads.
떠나.
Welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
아,
My name is Plaisance.
서점 이름이 범죄 로맨스 위인전. 아, 다르게 생각했었네.
Be welcome, and please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space.
A golden pendant hangs around the woman's neck in the shape of what looks like a tiny fish head trapped in amber.
신기한 목걸이를 차고 계신다. 일단
Oh yes, helps to have an anchor in these times.
주인이 목걸이를 움켜쥐고선 눈을 찌푸린다.
I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture.
She has fine-tuned her voice to find the most welcoming approach for attracting new customers. It doesn't work.
가게 밖에 서 있는 아이가 따님인가?
Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post doing her job like a wonderful? Did you talk to her? Great. On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her?
딸이랑 이야기하고 책을 사야겠다는 생각이 얼만큼 드셨나요?
Her opinion of her daughter depends on how well she lured you into the store.
딸이 얼마나 손님을 잘 끌어들이는지. 아주 예의 바르고 도움되었습니다.
My precious, her dedication brings joy to my heart. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette.
겉으로는 제법 버티는 것처럼 보여도 속은 무너지고 있어요. 이거를 말을 해도 될까? 말해야지.
God! I've told her not to do
Aye.
that. It's such a disgusting habit. She'll get over it. Anxiety is a part of life.
그렇게 말하면 안 되지.
A part of hers too, clearly.
혼자 힘으로
She can, if she has enough willpower. This is what's called growing pains. Life isn't easy. Life doesn't give breaks.
인생은 쉽지 않은 법이죠.
Come on, ma'am. It's obvious she can't do anything about it. You are placing an unnecessary burden on a young child.
어떤가 아주 무시해 보이세요. 평소에 백지상등이 저도
She stands stiff and severe, silently fuming. Tenos, this is a person coming to terms with a new reality, one where they are wrong.
Oh no. Hold on. I need to invite her inside and apologize. She must be
그러셔야죠.
freezing out there.
밖에 추운데.
There. I don't know what to say to you. My husband, he tries to teach me business lessons. I have what my mother called a dull mind. All this stress.
It sounds like both the husband and the mother treat her the way she
남편과
treats
그녀의
Annette.
어머니가 그녀를 대한 방식 그대로 아내를 대한 것 같다. 오케이.
Oh, well, my mother was horrible, of course. Absolutely perverse energies around that person. But my husband,
My husband is completely different, of course.
자녀는 딸 하나입니까? 남편분이
yes, my husband is a successful entrepreneur east of the river. If only he were more involved in the business we're running up here. No matter. Soon we'll both be off for Grand Couronne. It's a proper place to live. One of the most peaceful neighborhoods east of Jamrock. You may know it for its massive housing projects. Most of the buildings are empty at the moment. It's a great opportunity to get ahead of the crowds. Better times ahead for sure. He made the initial investment. Since then, he's been what you might call a silent partner.
딸 하나?
Yes, I'm afraid so. A real treat she is. It would be nice if she had... No, we couldn't have afforded more children, really. Not in this economy. We're quite busy people, you know, my husband and I. Quite busy. Children are a lot of work. You don't look like a father, so I don't expect you to understand. I'm sorry. I'm sure you do understand.
The woman looks aloof, her features much softer. Occasionally she glances at her daughter's silhouette.
이만 가야 되겠지. 책을 사려면 돈이 있어야 되죠. 그래도 혹시 물어볼까?
Goodness, you were already doing good, browsing the shelves. Why'd you stop? Don't you feel compelled? Go, go. Get back there. The books await you. Everything is on the shelves. Take a look yourself. The shelves compel you, don't they?
She's attempting to mentally direct you towards the shelves. She only wants you to buy the goods. She doesn't care about the books.
Truth be told, not really. My sister brings in most of the goods. I'm sure it's all very literary stuff with well-written prose. But you don't learn about the important things in life from fabricated stories.
꾸며낸 이야기로 배울 수 없는 법. 어디서 배우죠?
The truth is available if you just know where to look. And you have to open and free your mind to understand.
열린 마음을 가져야 한다.
She smiles and nods, seemingly
들어왔네.
I'm sorry, sir. I can't talk right now.
숙제
you just can't win.
한 번 더.
Because you know each other. She's been talking to you so openly because you've talked before.
Yes, I used to stand out there all the time before Mother told me to focus on my homework. You've been running around all week without your shirt on, sir, telling people about being a star or something. I don't really understand who those stars are. Of course, you've stopped by a few times. You certainly look better than the last time I saw you. Yeah, I can see. You don't have party eyes anymore.
Party eyes. Yes, of course. That makes sense.
I'm not surprised children have seen you running around with party eyes on, he thinks. Not
You know, like a cat in the dark, all big and wide-eyed. It certainly looks odd on a man.
The swiveling eyes of a loony drug addict. That is what she meant. You were probably gurning too. Fuck yeah. You should get some party eyes right now. Snap those sequins on you, boy.
마약을 했었다.
Oh baby, that's not what you have to worry about. Worry about the important thing.
I didn't know I had to do that. I'm glad I could help you, sir. Math. It's really difficult. Like, really. They say you need it to get rich. Oh, I found something while you were away. I thought this would fit you. Like, thanks for helping out. Not me. The city, I mean. Like a detective does. Just what Dick Mullen would ask. I got it from behind the curtains. I'm not really supposed to go there. Yes, I bet it looks good on you. Really serious. Right, I have to get back to my homework now, before Mum notices. Man, this is hard.
These shelves are overburdened with books from the same series. You see the name Dick Mullen over, and crime fiction is a disgrace. An asinine misrepresentation of the physical attributes of the arduous everyday work of actual police officers. These books greatly overstate the excitement of police work, glossing over how long it takes to actually follow up on leads and eliminate dead ends. What's more, they completely ignore the psychological hardships of year after year coming into contact with people during the worst days of their lives. Not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family. Detective fiction just doesn't tell the truth at all. Now, would you like a list of all the books found on the shelf? Shelves filled to the brim with crime novels featuring the supposedly stalwart. The plaque on the shelf reads, Biographies of Famous People. You see a large variety of names, none of which ring a bell. Browsing through all the books with all their names makes your head spin. None of these seem important or relevant. It's all suddenly, a particularly odd title catches your eye. It reads, High Speed Love, the tragic true love story of Jacob Irv and Alfie Delatraz. By High Speed Love chronicles the romance between two of the finest tip-top tourney racers in history. One of them is the madcap driver, Jacob Irv. His blonde mane graces the cover. Next to Irv's life story, you see a slim biography of an Occidental rock star called the Anti-Star. He's famous for shooting morphine into one of his eyeballs and cocaine. Next to that, Revacholian radio personality Guillaume Bevy stands in front of a rundown drug den. He's a permanent fixture on Channel 8, reporting on real-life crime and ruining cops.
I really must insist you buy one of the books. Reading them is not for free. Do still browse though, but not too long.
She understands she has erred against the customer and immediately corrects course.
I'm sorry, I did not mean to rush you. You are browsing. Go ahead. Take your time. Time is commerce.
Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board hidden inside the alcove. They're held up by small pins. The board has come loose from the maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinez. This large map displays archipelagos. You see a constellation of small dots on the light blue emptiness of the Insulindic Ocean. The largest in the northeast is Ozon, Laurentide, Fas Alamir, Archipelagos, North Arcade Islands. In the northeast, a dust mite stands on the north coast of Caillou in a bookstore. It's you. Radiating outwards from you, the suzerain Revachol. With a radius of 80 kilometers, still, the crown jewel of this Isola would be barely visible. You can, on Caillou, Revachol, a single black star, on Ozon, Fondelier, lost little pearls of light, tiny fires in the ocean breaks apart into a tangle of cosines and azimuths, all pointing into pale nothingness. Windy, connections to other worlds, words past the Insulindian, unknown to you. You only know you've never been there. You have little idea what they are. Distant stars, gods, but looking at them makes you feel almost non-existent. Perhaps they are gods, gods of distance and outer dust. The north coast of a verdant island is shattered by the delta of a river. It is the River Esperance. Countless bridges put the shards back together, connecting city blocks to river islands. La Delta says a great artificial heart in the center. To the east, rolling hillsides, Le Jardin, Stella Marie, the suburbs of Saint-Baptiste-Coudron. It's somewhere to live, not bad. Then there's Jamrock. It's bad. People shouldn't live there, but they do. Then Forberg. It's almost as bad, and much larger. Then it's so small you can't even see it on the map. No, wait. There it is, north of Jamrock, the strip of coast next to... No, Coal City is worse. A charred limb. Rain falls on its slick black streets. And then there's the burnt-out quarter in the heart of Jamrock. No, this is somewhere to be. This is all you have. But it's still something. It's not really a map. It's a tourist thing. A picture postcard, which still, it's detailed. Could be pretty useful for scouting ahead. You see the jagged boxes of...
I'm sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is the only one available. The other two are not for sale anymore. And besides, you could scarcely afford... They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though. That old thing? It's an out-of-date map of a tourist location that never was nor came to... From when some design studio people tried to spruce the place up 4 or 5 years ago. They also renovated the horse statue, set up those coin-operated viewers, and designed the new street lamps. They didn't get that far, for some reason. A shame the project never got going. Would be nice if someone fixed Martinez up. All these ruins are bad for business.
그 조각상 그것도 돈으로 갚아야 되는데. 일단 사.
Always good to be informed of your surroundings.
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going to the Interact tab in your inventory.
The worn map features the patchwork grid of the streets of Martinez, with directions to appropriately touristy locations. This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. There's also a wide range. Amidst the various books, you find one written by someone named Matthias W. Dundas. The point of the book, and many others on this shelf, is to give people medicinal advice in situations where they don't have access to paid health services. Various paranatural books still litter the shelf. You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
뭐가 있나요?
Nothing. Now please go back to browsing the books. Don't you feel compelled to look at the books? The books are all you care about.
수상한데?
Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become. You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets. Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is... Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once more.
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers. Parapsychologically speaking, we're dumb if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It's too dangerous.
위험하다.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
공적으로.
Why? It's not like anyone was killed there.
누가 거기서 살해당한 것도 아닌데.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. I can't allow that. You'll only make things worse and unleash the powers. You do? My God, even more reasons not to mess with the curtains. Just step away, dear sir. No! Please just talk to me, officer. Come here and let's talk this through.
Lies. Rip them open, we say. There is something mysterious about the curtains.
둘 다 열라고 하는
Be
거지.
careful. The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting you. You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway stands in the back, covered in dozens of scary little cage-like trinkets.
I warned you. You're unleashing forces beyond your
이해
understanding.
불가능한 힘의 봉인을 풀고 있다. 뭐야 이게? 헤어드라이기. 중성적인 남성의 조성화. 내 남성성이 위협을 받는다.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of little oddly shaped trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked. What if you just break it down?
42%. 일단은 노크하고 아니 노크를 할 필요가 없나 이게 부적이랑 전략을 세운다.
That's right. Take in your surroundings. You need to have a solid ground and a proper posture if you want to succeed.
주변을 파악한다.
The room is dimly lit and littered with old barbershop rubbish, but the path to the door is clear. It's made of a solid block of wood, but it has stood there for ages. The hinges are old and coated with a carmine layer of rust. It should be doable.
오.
You smash into the wood and see a small crack appear on the door frame. It's going to take one more try to break through to the other side.
한 번만
But
더 하면
you've
될
done
것
it.
같은데.
You're not thinking of trying again, are you?
뭐야?
What is this place?
체육관.
Yes, but no one's been here in ages. I doubt the electricity still works. We should find a flashlight if we want to go on. There should be one in my kinema.
손전등을 챙기고 와야
An eerie feeling rises in your chest.
아무도 오지 않았던 이유가 있으면
Yes, because it's closed.
아니 문을 닫은 게 아니고 부적이랑 자물쇠로 잠겨져 있는 게 수상한 건데.
Now let's go get the flashlight, shall we?
오케이. 이 안으로 가야 되는 거지. 그러면 손전등 가지고 오고 아니다. 여기서 끝내고 쓸쓸한 기억. 일종의 슈퍼스타. 아.